My friend started wearing a suit of armor to work, and HR is powerless to stop him. So, my friend, let's call him Dave, works in a mid-sized office where the dress code is supposed to be business casual. But over the past year, management has been quietly pushing things in a more business formal direction. First, it was a suggestion that collared shirts would be appreciated. Then it was an email saying that jeans were unprofessional. Then HR started having little one-on-one chats with people whose clothing wasn't deemed up to standard. Dave, being a stubborn and very literal person, did not appreciate this creeping corporate nonsense. He had always worn neat, clean polos and slacks, nothing sloppy, but nothing overly formal either. When he got called into HR and was told, "We expect our employees to dress professionally at all times," Dave asked for clarification. HR, you should aim for business professional attire. Dave, define that. HR, button-down shirts, ties, blazers, dress shoes. A professional look. Dave, is there an official written policy stating that? HR, it falls under our general dress code guidelines of professional attire. Now, Dave has a particular sense of humor. If you tell him to do something vague but enforceable, he will take it to the absolute limit. So the next day, Dave shows up in a full suit of plate armor, like actual metal armor. He had it custom made years ago for a Renaissance fair, and it was about to get the most use of its life. Helmet, breastplate, gauntlets, the whole deal. HR was not ready for this. They called him in immediately. HR, Dave, what are you wearing? Dave, business professional attire. HR, that's not appropriate. Dave, you said professional attire. This is literally the business attire of the 15th century. I am dressed professionally for work. They huffed and said he was being ridiculous, but when they tried to formally discipline him, he pulled up the employee handbook. Nowhere did it say business professional had to be modern, it just said professional. And, well, armor was very professional for centuries. HR tried arguing that it was disruptive. Dave countered that it wasn't, he could do his job just fine, and if other people were distracted, that was their problem. HR hated this, but they couldn't actually do anything unless they rewrote the dress code. But corporate bureaucracy is slow, and every attempt to sneak in an updated dress code got blocked by higher-ups who didn't want to deal with it. So, eventually the company gave up and sent out a mass email saying business casual is perfectly acceptable again. Dave came in the next day wearing his normal polo and slacks, looking extremely pleased with himself. And that, my friends, is how one man defeated micromanaging nonsense in corporate combat.